Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so thrilled to have you guys here today. I thought, let me share my top spring fragrances that I've come across. I know spring is about to end, but here it's been very cool at night and slightly warm during the day. But I love my strong scents, as you all know. But I have come across some of the nice floral scents that I think can also be appropriate during this season. So before I jump into my video, I just want to share that if you want to buy fragrances at a really good price, I would recommend checking out fragrance.com because they have some designer and niche fragrances at such a wonderful price. I've saved lots of money shopping from there. So let's just jump into the video. First two fragrances were sent by fragrance.com. I'm going to put their link down below. Please check them out and see if you can find any that you desire, and I'm sure you'll get it at a really good price. The first one is Hypnotic Poison. I think this is an oldie but a goldie. I think it was released in 1998, but this fragrance is so stunning. It's got a bit of like, it's got like a Play-Doh vanillic sort of vibe to it. It's really beautiful, and this is the eau de toilette. I don't know, I feel like the eau de parfum lacks this sort of sweet, I think it's like, it smells a bit like rhubarb, and I feel like the eau de parfum lacks a rhubarb sort of note. I know that doesn't have rhubarb, but this is what I get from it. This is such a beautiful fragrance. I feel like it can be a perfect wedding fragrance. And it's, I don't know any woman who doesn't like this, or man. I think men would love this, to smell it on a woman. So if you really want one of those perfumes in your arsenals that are great for date night or your wedding, I think this would be perfect for it. Right, the next one that I have is by Nassomato, and it's called Duro. So Nassomato is known to create these, I feel like, crazy fragrances, very bold fragrances. You know, it's just not generic. That's why I appreciate this house so much. And I know everyone talks about Black Afghano, and I think most women are inclined towards Blamage, but I personally, my favorite from this house is Duro. Duro is a beautiful, I think it's a very elegant fragrance. It's a very strong, woody, slight touch of leather. I don't really get leather much, but it's a very woody, spicy fragrance that has this smokiness to it. It's a bit like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like dirty but polished. It's a very bold fragrance. I feel like if a man or a woman wore this, they dictate power. Wherever they walk in, they dictate attention. You just know, like, this person, all eyes are, you know, on them in a room. And I think it's a very serious fragrance, but I love this. I would love to wear this in like a black tie event, you know, where you want the attention and you want to be taken seriously. It's a very beautiful fragrance. You know what it actually reminds me of? Have any of you guys tried Frederic Malle, The Promise? So The Promise is so close to this, but The Promise had this apple note that was really annoying me, and I felt like the oud in The Promise was a bit, or is it the oud or the labnudum? I felt like it was very, very challenging, and it's like, it was just too much ongoing. But compared to this, like, I had them side by side. I found them very similar, but this had this beautiful, like, dark, smoky vibe to it. It's very dark, but in a very elegant way. So I love this. Definitely you have to check this out if you're into that kind of vibe. Okay, so now I have this new obsession. Like, it's so weird because it wasn't like a love at first sniff for me. When I first tried this fragrance on, I remember just thinking, like, I think because I was trying something very powerful, I had sprayed on Hachivat by Nishane on one wrist, and then on the other wrist was this stunning beauty, which is Grish Charnel by BDK Parfum on the other hand. And I think it was so overpowering that it didn't give me a chance to appreciate this fragrance. But now that I just got it, like, I'm like, why didn't I just give this a chance? This is, oh, it's so perfect for spring and summer. Like, this is my go-to. I just love this. This is a very, it's like it's a very creamy sandalwood, very creamy, but it's got like a soft spice to it, which I think derives from the cardamom. And yeah, I think cardamom is just giving this a very nice, very calm spice. And then it's got this creaminess, like almost like, I don't know if there's iris in this, or is it just from the sandalwood that's giving it that creaminess. It's almost a bit lactonic, but then I also feel like it's got a slight touch of freshness as well. So it's, in all, I would call this a very sensual, soft, elegant fragrance, honestly. And it doesn't smell like something you would literally come across all the time. I guess it's because it's the idea of tea with cardamom and sandalwood all married together. Like, it's just bringing this very beautiful, soft, spicy, calm sort of vibe. In fact, when I wear this, I automatically feel like I've done yoga. Like, honestly, this is a quick yoga in a bottle. Like, it just calms me down. It gives me this beautiful, very, very refreshed, calm, but sensual feel. So I don't know, I think this would be a great gift, or, you know, if you want to share this with your man. It's a perfect unisex fragrance, although I feel like it slightly leans more feminine, but I can see a man pulling this off in summer. In summer, I think it's perfect. The only thing I would say is that lasting power is great, but the, you know, the sillage is not as good as I'd want it to be. But now the annoying thing is they've released an extrait version, which I haven't got my nose on, but I wonder how it compares to this, because I think this DNA is perfect. I don't want it to change. I just wish it could have a bit of you know what I mean? Anyways, so do check this out. So the other fragrance that I've got on, oh, love this. This is okay, love this. This is Oud Delice. I can't speak French to save my life, but this is Oud Delice. This is by Robert Piguet. I love this fragrance. This is a French house, and I don't know, like, this is like, it reminds me of Black Orchid by Tom Ford, but slightly like not on steroids, you know what I mean? Like, it's just mild in that sense. So if you find Black Orchid too challenging, but you want something slightly calmer, this is great. This is like a gourmand oud with cacao. Like, that's what I get straight up. It's just a beautiful chocolate with oud and a bit of vanilla. It's very, very beautiful. I love this. I think this is a great fragrance, like, to wear out for dinner. I would totally just wear this all the time. I'm obsessed. So the next one that I have is Radical Rose by Mattiere Premier. This house is one to look out for. Like, it is just buzzing everywhere, and there's a reason for this. I came across this brand in October, and I've been so obsessed with it. I just got my hands on this fragrance now, but I couldn't stop thinking about it, mainly because I just love the concept that this is one of the highest concentrations of rose centophilia in the world. That's just amazing, and it's grown by them. So I love the whole sustainable concept that they also, you know, incorporate into their business. But other than that, like, I'm not a big rose, you know, fan, mainly because they either smell very vintage or they smell very juvenile. But this is like the most elegant rose I've ever come across, and also very organic. Like, when you like spray it on, you automatically get this sort of organic rose. I can't explain it. It feels like it's grown. Do you guys remember watching Beauty and the Beast, the rose in that bell jar? This is the rose that kind of reminds me how it would smell. So it's a very beautiful rose as the main note, but I just love the fact that, you know, the notes comprise of labdanum, which is gives it a bit of depth and a bit of darkness, and then the rose, which is very, very like light and a bit not very jammy, but it's there, you know what I mean? I'm just surprised that the labdanum has not overpowered the rose. That's what I love about it. The rose still stands to be very prominent and significant. So I just love this. It's a very beautiful fragrance that I picture in a woman wearing a red dress, you know, a showstopper, a very elegant woman. And it's definitely like something you want to wear, like, again, when you want to make a statement. So this would be perfect during spring nights, or, you know, if you're having a great event or a birthday. I think this would be a perfect fragrance to put on. Last one I have is Linderit by Givenchy. This fragrance is so I love this. This is like an everyday scent for me. I think this is perfect for summer. I think this is great for spring. Like, oh, it's just so beautiful. It's like this big bubble gum. Like, I just feel like it's a big bubble gum with so much vanilla and a touch of white floral. It's so delicious. I just think it's very sensual, very delicious, and very fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's not like something you have to be taken seriously to wear. And I think it's a no-brainer sort of fragrance. I can reach out for this when I want to go to the shopping mall, when I just want to hang out with my girlfriends. Whatever I'm doing, even if I'm just at home, I love to put this on. It's just beautiful, and it's just sweet, and I think it's more sweet floral rather than sweet edible. But it does sort of remind me a bit of Kilian Don't Be Shy. I don't know why, but in a very, very without the marshmallow note in it, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is a great alternative if you don't want to get if you don't want to get the Kilian fragrance, which is very expensive. I think this is a great alternative, and it's a perfect designer fragrance. I don't think I can live without this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and please share with me what has been your new fragrance finds, and what have you been enjoying this spring. And you know, summer is also coming around the corner, and I am someone who loves my heavy scents, and now that I'm feeling like I have to go slightly softer just because of the heat, I really want your recommendations on great summer fragrances. I would really love that. So I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Bye.